What's up guys, and welcome back to another trade recap. In today's video we're going to be going over the one trade that I ended up taking today and made around $600 with both of my accounts, so around $300 on each of my two accounts, which is all I have right now. But we're going to be going over this patty swing, whatever you want to call it, and happened yesterday too, saw it again today, and it worked out. So let's get into it. Okay, so looking right into it, this is the trade that I took today, and we're going to be going over why I think this was an A+ setup that I took without almost any hesitation. And even though it might not seem like much confirmation, it's a patty swing, so this is really all I need to see. And anyways, we're going to be going into it now, so let's get into it. Anyways, so first thing, get on in the morning, get my daily buys straight, at least as of the moment. Daily buys can always switch, but we want to get a general direction of where we think the market is going to go. And that can always switch later on, but today I started off bearish and I was leaning very bearish, and we're going to be going over why that was now. So looking overnight, we inversed this 4-hour gap, and we were also we wicked into this other 4-hour bearish fair value gap, which just shows that we were respecting bearish and disrespecting bullish, which is all you need to be bearish, really. Well, not all you need, but especially on the high time frame, that just shows. And another reason that I really wanted to see shorts today was because of the strong draws on liquidity that I saw and that I marked out in the morning as soon as I got on the charts. So on the 1-hour time frame, scaled onto that, we right away see this wick inside of a 1-hour bullish fair value gap. As I've said in my previous videos, especially my draw on liquidity video, where I went over all the draws and liquidities that I look out for when I'm taking trades and what I'm targeting, I go over this clearly, so you might want to go watch that. But anyway, we have a wick inside of a 1-hour fair value gap here, and then we also have the same thing down here. And another draw on liquidity that you could have targeted is this new day opening gap down here that hasn't, well, as of the moment, never got filled, which would have been also a good draw on liquidity. And again, now we see that, like, look at this bearish candle. We see that all of these draws got taken, like, within one day. All these draws, like, look at this. We've been always going back to all-time highs for, I don't even know, months now, and then all of a sudden today we have this huge bearish momentum. And honestly, I wasn't expecting that big of a move down. Like, you can see the move that we had throughout the day today. I got this little piece, and honestly, that's all I needed. I went with the first draw on liquidity that I marked out, which was this 1-hour wick inside of this 1-hour bullish fair value gap. And that's the draw on liquidity that I targeted, because me personally, I didn't need anything crazy. I'm just stacking these. I'm stacking smaller wins to secure payouts and pass evals. So set bias, set draws on liquidity, leaning very bearish. And what did I want to see in market open? At first, I wanted to see us sweep these highs up here and then get a move lower with maybe an SMT, because with NQ and ES, as of the moment, at least, we were very correlated. I didn't see too many significant SMTs. Let's see. Yeah, we were very correlated as of overnight, sort of, and pre-market. So I wanted to see something like this. I wanted to see at market open sweep these highs down here, inverse a gap here, maybe respect, and keep going lower. That's what I wanted to see at first. But then again, as soon as market opens, we get this move up. Now, we didn't sweep anything significant, but let me show you why this is a patty swing and why I still ended up taking this trade. Did we get an SMT? No, we didn't, I don't believe. Well, I would have known, but now we didn't get an SMT. And with the patty swing, what you normally want to see is you want to see a big move either up or down, into either sweeping significant liquidity or into some sort of internal draw, such as fair value gaps or something like that. most usually on the higher time frame, just so that it's more significant. And we didn't really sweep anything here, no SMTs, again really correlated with ES, but we did move up into this 5-minute gap. And this, during pre-market, while I was sitting here, I already knew that this was going to be a very significant condition for the day, and something that I would want to see get like sort of tapped into like this during market open, which is what happened. So we had this move up into this 5-minute gap, created a 1 minute bullish gap here, which we very quickly entered, and I did get a bad entry. I think it was around here. It's because it wasn't letting me enter or something, but it's fine. Still got my profits. And so you might ask, maybe this might not be enough confirmation for you. Tap into 5-minute. Why do I keep losing my spot? So we tapped into a 5-minute once again. Don't believe there was anything on the 15-minute. Nothing on the 15-minute. So we tapped into 5-minute, which created that 1-minute patty swing, which we inversed to the downside, which was enough confirmation for me, because we had the exact same thing yesterday, which ended up working out. Now let me go to that. Now you can see yesterday's wasn't as significant, but we had this move down here during market, as soon as market opened, and we actually did sweep some liquidity over here. We swept this liquidity here, and then I can't show you guys because I don't have the version, but there was a 30-second gap that got inversed to the upside, which I know that some people who took that, also very good play. And so we just had we had a successful patty swing here. And when I saw it today, in my opinion, I like that one swept significant, well, it swept liquidity, but this one tapping into a 5-minute gap was personally enough for me. So something you might be thinking with the patty swing, or whatever you call it, is that why is there not much confirmation, or especially on the higher time frames? Like, as you can see, like I said, we tapped into a 5-minute gap, and then I went straight to the 1 minute for the inverse. And as I showed you guys in yesterday's patty swing, was we on the 1 minute once again, and then the inverse was actually a 30-second inverse. So with these swings, you don't actually need to be on the higher time frames. What we want to see with these, let's just call them swings, what we want to see with these swings is momentum. So here we had these targets down here, and then you don't have to look at the absolute highest gap. Like in yesterday's, I'm pretty sure there was a 3-minute, but no one wants to wait for the 3-minute when there's a 30-second, because all you need with these swings is you want to see momentum, especially if you have such confident draws as I did today. So an inverse on the 1 minute time frame was enough for me, because I saw that momentum that I wanted to see to the downside. Quick break-even point right here, and you know, full take profit all the way down here, about a 1 to 1.6 risk to reward, and like I said, it's around a $600 total profit. So yeah, so once again, that's it for today. Not really much you can go into these. These are really simple plays, really simple confluences, something that you can spot out really quickly and really simply. So that's it for today. Hopefully you learned something. See you guys in the next video.